Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the YouTube. It is Friday, the 5th of December. Friday means upper body day, and I owe you an upper body walkthrough. So that is going to be the main value from this channel. I will talk you through all my exercises, the exercise selection, cues per exercise, and how I structure my upper body day for my personal goals and needs for my physique. I will also show you some meals, bit of a vlog, bit of training footage. I am currently cooking my cream of rice. It's 6 in the morning. Just done my first batch of client replies. I've a lot of international clients actually, mainly in the US, some in Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. So normally when they're messaging me, they're late in their afternoon. It kind of comes through like early doors for me. So when I'm up 5:30 in the morning, I'm straight on the laptop replying. Do that for about half an hour. And now I prepare my cream of rice because, as you guys know, I like it cold. So it's waiting for me after my cardio. So I'll get that prepared. I'll show you the whole meal in a minute, but then I'll put that in the freezer. So that goes in the freezer, bosh, ready for me, waiting. And then I'll go do 15 minutes of incline walk. I'm up in the pace and speed a little bit now. As I get heavier, I woke up this morning at 123 kilograms. So that's the heaviest this off season. And funny enough, that's only 2 kilograms heavier than my heaviest ever body weight on record. Heaviest I've ever been is like 125. I did touch 126 after an off-plan meal, but it wasn't like a legit baseline. So like for me to be baselining out at high 122, 123s, what, 5-6 weeks post-show, 2 weeks into the blast cycle. Yeah, we're pushing into new territory, all right? And this is gonna be my biggest off-season yet and biggest and heaviest I've ever been in literally a matter of weeks. So it's very exciting. I'm feeling great. Why I'm bringing in the, like before it was just kind of steps, 3,000 steps upon wake, but I've just introduced, I'm doing it on a treadmill because I don't like to rely on the great Manchester weather. So I like to just keep it consistent, and I'm just upping the pace a bit, putting it on like 4 incline, and just getting it to a pace where I'm literally speed walking as fast as possible until I can't really, you know, barely keep up until I have to break into a run. Obviously I'm not running. You know, so that is the speed that I'm doing. I'm getting a proper pace on and getting my heart rate up for health. For me personally, this off season will be I won't have trouble packing on size and weight. Like, you know, my food's still relatively fucking easy to be getting down. And I train like a fucking, you know, on point and very hard. Like that is not going to be my issue. My issue is going to be managing injuries and making sure health is on point. So with blood pressure, like when I get heavy, my blood pressure seems to increase. So that is just something I need to keep an eye on. Nothing, you know, it's nothing bad, right? Like I just like to keep it between 120 and 130 and nothing above 70 on the dystolic. That's the dystolic one, isn't it? Which, you know, for some people's really good, but I don't want it to be pushing those 140s for long extended periods of time because that's when you run into issues later in life. So yeah, it's just going to be keeping fit, staying conditioned, and making sure everything else is in check, all my health supplements, and eating good, clean nutrition. You know, diet and nutrition is one of the biggest factors that will negatively affect your blood work as well. It's not, you know, for me, I often see with clients and others, bad blood work, not because of crazy gear cycles, because of like crazy weight gain and binges and poor quality nutrition. Like for me personally, well, you see what I eat. I literally post what I eat on my vlogs from start to finish. It's good quality nutrition, veg in every meat meal, and that will continue throughout the whole off season. That will never slip. I will never not have vegetables because I did that before and it's like wrecked my fucking off season basically. I want to stay healthy. I want to have a balanced, nutritious meal plan, and then I will have a half sensible off-plan meal once per week max. Like this week, probably won't even have one. Hope's staying over tonight. As you can see, Hope comes over on the Fridays. This is a good advice for relationships. Allow yourselves to miss each other. problem that I see a lot with relationships, new relationships especially, is you're fucking seeing each other every single day, and then it soon fizzles out, or you get sick of each other. The best thing for me, well, everyone's different, right? But I'm someone who loves my own company. Like, you know, I've spent years on my own, and I live on my own. So I'm very much in love with my own company. So bringing someone into my life, like, it's never going to be a case of, oh yeah, let's come over 3-4 times a week. I'm just too busy as well. Like, luckily she is very understanding. Like, even when she does come over to Friday, I'm up Saturday morning, 6 in the morning. We're not laying in bed together. Like, I'm up on my laptop because I need to for work. I go do my cardio, everything, and then, you know, we'll go out for a coffee together or whatever. But that Friday night is with her. And when you see each other once per week, max twice for me, we haven't done twice a week yet. It's all intent and purpose is on her. My attention is with her. My phone is away. I am constantly engaged, right? So you get time during the week, the anticipation, you're looking forward to seeing each other. And then when you're with each other, you're appreciative of that time. Okay, I've had relationships in the past where you're just seeing each other every day, all day, every day. Like, I've moved in with people too soon, and it just ruins it straight off the bat. You need that time. You need those months of letting that relationship marinate. And anyway, that's my unsolicited relationship advice. Well, that's coming from someone like me who loves his own company, and as does she. That's why it works. So, without further ado, I need to go do some fucking cardio. Get stretched out, lay on the mats, and make some dad noises. I bet people are like, who's this fucking guy? It's getting a bit busier now in my cardio room. I don't like it. For a while, for the whole of prep, was the only person down there. Well, to be fair, it was about 4 in the morning, so yeah, it makes sense. It was a bit busier now at 6, but yeah, and then a bit of ab work, stomach vacuums, and then we'll eat meal 1 together. Let's get it. Morning routine complete. Win the morning. I've started the morning off with a win, which means the whole day has kicked off with momentum. That is what you got to remember when you are contemplating snoozing the alarm. Abs, morning vacuums, steps. We'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, I deserve a day off. It was legs yesterday. All this mental gymnastics going around in your head. Trust me, happens to the best of us, me included. It was legs yesterday. You know, I could do with resting my knees. No, you get up. And if anything, when you feel those feelings, when the doubts creep in, when the weakness creeps in, make it even more of a point to get it done, almost as a punishment for letting yourself even think that, you know. So get up with even more conviction. All right, I fucking even contemplated not doing it. That means I have to do it with double intensity. I have to make sure every task is completed. I'll do extra reps on the abs, more time on the vacuums, and then you'll get better with that mindset. Anyways, meal 1. Arguably my favourite meal of the day, potentially, most anticipated. Sourdough, smoked salmon, 3 fried eggs, bosh. Got the chili flakes and oregano on there. No wild rocket this morning because I'm fucking run out. But I do have the cinnamon. So that's 50 gram of cream of rice, caramel biscuit by Conte, the best in the game, as you well know. 100 blueberries, and then we're ready to go. So just gonna sit here, still dark, chill, watch a bit of YouTube, and then get to work, motherfuckers. So let's get the day rolling. It's a Friday. We got to finish the week strong, lead into the weekend. And remember, guys, the weekend is not an excuse to celebrate every weekend. Yeah, what are you celebrating? Just because the day starts with S doesn't mean you fucking throw everything out the window. It's an arbitrary date. If your goals are important to you, you keep that shit rolling throughout the weekend. Keep on point. All right? So, Saturday, Sunday, same mission, same goal. Don't let that fucking change. Shit online coaches pretending they're busy in a coffee shop. Today's office. How's your Tuesday in Dubai? Shut up, you mug. Honestly, when you're an online coach, right, and a bodybuilder, most of my feed, 90% of my feed is like coaches, and the amount of shite people talk, just cringy content, bro. Like, you come to realise that if it wasn't for lifting weights and bodybuilding, these people would be fucking gimps. Sorry, I'm going off on one now, but it's like, people have no personality, no original thought. The amount of captions of mine that I've written with my own hard thinking skills, sat there having a play on words, like actually coming up with something quite clever, and or like, you know, thinking about something deeply that's happened to me, or something that relates to me and the progress that, you know, that I've made, and like writing out this caption, and someone just fucking copies the whole thing word for word. And I'm like, do I comment? Do I post this on my story and call this out? Because it's such fucking poor form. But I was like, do you know what? Just, it's flattering, as people say, but it isn't, because it's fucking pathetic and tragic. But anyways, the worst thing is, right, sorry to be slagging people off here, but I'm sure people will actually take some enjoyment from this. The worst thing is, me, a coach, right, I'm about this lifestyle, right? What I put out, the advice I put out about discipline, adherence, high standards, I live it. And you can see that through my progress. When I coach online coaches, yeah, and if you're watching this and I've coached you, this is about you and your shit. When I coach online coaches and they're putting out reels, stories about morning routines, discipline, adherence, like, you know, all this shite, and then behind closed doors, they're fucking useless and they can't stick to a plan themselves. As a coach, as a fitness professional, they're eating off plan 3-4 times a week. They're fucking missing the cardio. They're missing sessions. They are the worst clients I've ever had. I can't tell you how many of these I've had. And then I've got some clients who are general population lifestyle clients who fucking work 10 times harder than them. Nurses working 12, 14-hour shifts, night shifts, sticking to their food 100%, fucking nailing every single piece that is on their plan to 100% effort and making crazy progress. Scaffolders working hard graft, you know, lads on the building site, you know, busy business professionals that, you know, work crazy hours and they're still getting it done. They're up at 4 a.m. every single day. And then you get online coaches who are fucking sat at home, who are half as busy as me, and they can't stick, oh God, I just didn't have time to meal prep. What the fuck are you doing all day? You're sat on your laptop doing one check-in an hour. Honestly, it drives me insane. The worst thing is as well, it's like when it's pure contradictory to the image that they put out online. So everyone, when you're watching this, right, especially if you're trying to choose a coach, whether that's me or someone else, I don't give a shit. Look at the progress, right? Because that does not lie. If someone is talking the most about how hard they work, one, that's a bad sign. Because if you've got to tell everyone how hard you're working, you're clearly not working very fucking hard. The physique and progress will tell you. Two, if you're looking at them and they're talking shit about adherence and discipline and they're out of shape, that's not ideal, right? Three, you look at their clients and they never fucking change. But all they're talking about is the grind, the discipline. It's like, where's your fucking discipline, mate? Honestly, you know, you're waking up at fucking mid-morning, oh, I don't have time for steps. Get up earlier, you lazy shit. Stay off your phone. Anyways, as you can tell, it's they're my worst clients, honestly. They're the worst clients I've ever had are fitness professionals because they think they know better. And they're fucking lazy. They've never done a hard day's worth of work in their life. You know, 19, 20 to 25 years old, and all they've done is sit on a fucking laptop and pretend to coach and then become a business mentor or some shit because they can't fucking hack it and they failed as a coach, so they'll become a mentor with no fucking business experience. Anyways, right, check-ins are getting done. I'm almost done. I'm waiting for one more to come in and then I'll do that. And then we'll get on to meal 2. Hope you like my rant. Meal 2. And the rest of my meat meals have been prepared for the day. Here we have, what a delicious looking meal. So, 100 gram of jasmine rice, dry weight, 200 gram of raw weight chicken breast, seasoned with smoked paprika from Aldi. Then I've got my salt, allocated salt for the day, and a bit of ground pepper. 30 gram of avocado, I actually remember what it is today, and then 100 gram of veg, which is mushroom and spinach, 100 gram of pineapple there. I will then use, as you well know, wait for it, 0% fat Greek yogurt, 15 grams of it as a sauce. A little bit of Wild Rocket on there because I did just get a food delivery. Bosh, that meal there, can't beat it for digestion and taste. If I had to choose one meal to eat till the end of time, it would be that meal, because it's the combination of fuel, tastes amazing, but also digests so fucking perfect. I finished that and I could eat that again 10 times. So, you know, leaning into that peak off season when appetite isn't great is going to be obviously the one. So without further ado, let's get into this and then we shall continue with check-ins. Pre-workout meal 3 going down. As you can see here, 125 grams of jasmine rice, then 150 raw weight chicken breast, then 50 gram of veg, 100 banana, and then a carpet of cinnamon on top. I then mix in the old 0% fat Greek yogurt, mix it around. It's like a nice sweet and savory meal. It's extremely delicious. Getting my shit sorted early today. As you can see, got the sups, which I'll go through in a minute, and got two, well, actually same old caramel biscuit cream of rice, but today, new whey flavor from Conte, chocolate caramel. It smells absolutely divine. I cannot confirm if it's good yet because I'm going to have it post-workout for the first time, so we'll do a taste review, but I already know from the smell it's going to fucking hit. But yeah, getting a bit organised early today. Game changer, I've got a cleaner. That's when you know you've made it in life. Nah, it's actually pretty damn reasonable, and I'll just get a cleaner that comes in every 2 weeks and just overhauls the whole entire flat. Like for me, I'm an extremely locked in guy with bodybuilding and coaching. And then when it comes to admin and cleaning, not so much. I keep my place tidy, but it's like, you know, the small bits like fucking scrubbing out the shower and like all the skirting boards and all that shit, I just don't have the time for. So yeah, that's been a nice luxury that's been an addition to my life. It makes my life easier. Anyways, we shall get this down. Got my peptides and whatnot all prepped up, which I'm now running MOTC, 1 milligram pre-workout, 60 minutes pre on the training day. L-carnitine is now down to 250 pre-workout. I then do the amino turbo or whatever it is, by the pump formula shit. What is it called? I can't even fucking remember now, bear with. I'm just absolutely talking out my arse. I don't even think it's called that. Amino charged, there we go. The things that are in that is L-carnitine, 300 milligrams. That's where I get my L-carnitine from, by the way. So it's 300, not 250. Arginine, 200 milligrams. Theanine, 100 milligrams. AMP, 50 milligrams. ATP, 10 milligrams. So a bit of a performance pump blend. And that's it. Dropped out the SLU, don't need that anymore. Plus I don't really feel fuck all different from it anyway, so it's just a waste of money and it's pretty painful as well. So, you know, if something's doing absolutely barely anything and giving me the most ag with jabs, it's getting fucking gone, I'm telling you that right now. So, let's eat. So, supplements. We have intra-workout fuel, which is EAAs, 25 grams. I've got the strawberry laces. Carb Drive, which is unflavoured, because I don't need the additional flavour, because this tastes really good on its own. I don't need the additional artificial sweeteners, especially when drank intra-workout. It's nice to just have unflavoured. It sits way better in the stomach. Have that in about, well, what's that? 300 mil. And I'll drink that halfway through my session. Bang, down the hatch. Intra-workout hydration, that'll be sipped throughout the sesh. HydroFlow, cherry flavour. And then we have pre-workout, which is 10 gram of creatine, so that'll be 20 grams total now, because I have 10 upon wake. Serving of Mega Pump, okay. A serving of Conviction, which is the stim, and Nootropic. And I also have 10 gram of glutamine in there as well. And I've just done my pre-workout jabs, and away we go. So full upper session today. Let's get it. Very much looking forward to it. I love this session. And then later on, we'll just be pretty much chilling and getting ready for legs tomorrow. Yes then, bras, in for full upper day. We are starting off with biceps. So, as you well know, I'm trying to prioritize my arms massively. So I am starting this upper day with biceps. This upper day is very taxing. It's a lot of big movements. So I don't want my biceps just to be tagged on the end and neglected. Now, whether you like it or not, going into arms at the end of a session, you know, as much as we would like to say, right, you know, I'm going to still treat them with respect and intent. You know, if you are just mentally and physically fatigued, you can't help but let them suffer to some degree. So starting off with a short and bias cable curl, 2 sets here, sort of anywhere from 8 to 12 reps here. I want to load these pretty heavy and progress them like I would any other exercise, not just fluff pump work. And look, biceps are not going to be taken away from any of my big lifts later on. Then we go into flat prime pin loaded press, which is probably my favorite press of all time. It is honestly so nice the way you can kind of drop your elbows into it. So slightly tucked elbows there, as you can see, and you want to be keeping the shoulders depressed, not retracted, depressed. So keep them down. This is something that I would always do wrong in my pressing before, is kind of like have my shoulders shrugged up as it got hard. And I do sometimes do it, and you might even see me do it in this, and I kind of reset and drop the shoulders, which is absolutely fine to do, by the way. And you want to be driving across and sort of squeezing your bicep into your pec in the shortened position, bracing hard down into the hole. So big breath into the abdomen and then hard brace as you get into the hole, as you can see there. All right, and my goal here is to be keeping my elbows down and shoulders down as it gets hard, because I have a bad habit of letting them rise up. And you know, no one's perfect, right? And I'm constantly trying to improve my chest training, because I used to have very big delts. That's why my delts are very big and capped, because I'd used to be pressing purely with fucking delt and not chest, and my chest was horrendous. So now that I've changed these bits up, as you can see here, look at the elbow path. You know, elbows kind of arm path is, you know, in correlation to like the chest fibers. You know, you don't want to have your elbows right up. You're going to be hitting a lot of front delt that way. Some people like compress like that and connect with their chest. Not me. Like, it just hits my front delt so bad. So I need to drop the elbow and keep the chest proud. Bit of a scrappy rep here, but oh well, we got to get it done right. Nobody's perfect, eh? So into single arm cable pull down, single arm cable row. So goal of this is pulling the elbow, driving the elbow down into the hip, okay? Keeping the torso stable. We don't want to be leaning back and forward. We don't want to be crunching down either. We want to be keeping the chest proud and keeping the spine neutral. A lot of people here arch the back and do like anterior pelvic tilt, which just takes it off the lat. We want the main priority to be that elbow down into the hip, into that pocket, and you do not want to be taking it actually any further than torso. You start doing that, you start bringing in your rear delt and upper back, keeping that elbow tight against the torso as well. You don't want any gaps. Next to the cable press, I was doing this incline, but I've started doing this kind of a more flat press, almost a little bit decline, just because I felt like my shoulders were taking over a little bit, and this felt absolutely amazing. Again, we want to keep the rib cage stacked, don't want to be opening up the rib cage, keep tension on the pec, and don't want to be overextending the range of motion. If you have to raise your shoulders up, almost like I'm doing there, to be fair, so that's something I need to keep on. Like I said before, keep the shoulders down. If you have to kind of raise your shoulders up to get range of motion, you've gone too far. So yeah, you don't actually need to do excessive range of motion for the stretch. You don't need to do that. Look at that fucking back. So into the single arm machine pull down now, quite an anabolic movement. Again, I like to brace off the pad there, as you can see, to keep the torso stable, and then we are dragging that elbow down into the hip. This is almost a row, just the way I'm doing it, but this is just how I get the lats, how I connect to my lats the best. Like, I just feel this, and then you want to, in this, see that position there, I am reaching forward, right? Rather than just letting it come all the way up. So sort of every single one of these sets was 2 sets, by the way. Extreme row, again, 2 sets. Want to really avoid spinal flexion here with any sort of machine row as much as possible. Protract the shoulders without collapsing the chest. We do not want to see that chest collapsing and shoulders sort of rolling forward. We want to keep that chest intact and reach and protract forward and let the upper back wrap around the rib cage. Then into 2 sets of, checking the camera angle, 2 sets of reverse curls for the forearms, obviously some biceps as well, but again, like I said before in another video, I'm trying to build out those forearms. But yeah, all sets here are pretty much 2 sets of sort of 6 to 10, and then on the isolations more 8 to 12. But yeah, working within sort of a lower rep range nowadays, 6 to 10 and 2 sets across the board with everything. Upper session complete, post-workout going down. I've got the chocolate caramel here ready to try. Very thick. If you put it in the fridge and leave it for a bit, it thickens up nicely. It's like a whole extra topping. Look at that. Oh yeah. So that's 125 gram of caramel biscuit, cream of rice, 150 blueberries, cinnamon, then 50 gram of chocolate caramel. The flat is looking spotless. Shout out my fucking cleaners. Get on it. Oh yeah, scenes, eh? Can't even see the fucking room, I turned the light off. Spick and span, well done fellas. Top tip for the lads out there. Never get with a woman who thinks cooking and cleaning is beneath her. You need to find a good woman who takes pride in looking after a man and that thinks cooking and cleaning is a love language. Speaking from experience, I don't mean Hope right now, she's great. But you get with a spoilt brat that's been brought up the wrong way, you'll be suffering for the rest of your life. Call me sexist, but it's fucking real. All right, let's try this whey then, shall we? Try it with me. That is good. That's probably my second favourite so far. Salted caramel on top. I have got a tub of salted caramel as well. I just wanted to try this one. A little bit sweeter. It's very good actually. I'm getting a little aftertaste there. That is good. Sorry for speaking with my mouth on ASMR, but that's up there. Chocolate caramel is good. It's nice for a change. You know when you're just having the same one over and over? Gets a bit boring. Salted caramel is by far my favourite, but chocolate caramel for right now is number 2. It beats cinnamon swirl, I would say, just. Yeah, they're all good, aren't they? Anyways, gonna enjoy this. We'll speak soon. Meal 5 going down. I have a visitor. Hello, we got a romantic evening going down. Friday night, watching Samson train arms. So, meal 5 going down. Here we have 50 gram of jasmine rice, 100 veg. Got some pepper going in there, peppers. Bit of a change, I put them in the air fryer so they're all kind of like charred, very good. And then 200 gram of lean beef mince. Then, you know the score, 0% fat. Greek yogurt, has to be the phage, however the fuck you say it. Far superior to the Aldi, even though it's about double the price, but I don't use much of it so it lasts a long time. Then, Wild Rocket, my go-to salad. I actually had someone message me saying, what's the rationale behind Wild Rocket? Not everything needs a rationale, mate. Sometimes it's just for pure pleasure and enjoyment. So, yes, eat this, and then me and Hope will have a relaxing evening watching some anabolic TV. No, we'll actually watch a film. We're going to watch a Christmas film, I think, aren't we? Getting the Christmas spirit, the first one of the year. I love Christmas, personally. It's very nostalgic. Luckily, I'm very blessed to have had a, nice upbringing, and my mum always put in lots of effort, so now that I'm far away from her, Christmas always makes me very nostalgic about my childhood. So I miss my family very much right now, but I'm going to be spending a couple weeks back home I'm from Eastbourne, but I'll be training in Brighton. If any of you train at what is it, Phoenix Gym in Brighton. That's where I'll be training for the time that I'm back for 2 weeks. I like that gym a lot. So yeah, get some vlogs going back home with the family. Some wholesome Christmas things. Go ice skating, make a fool of myself probably. And be good to see the family and just enjoy a little bit of downtime. It's well needed. I'll take the week off setting up new clients whilst I'm back home. Look after my guys and gals and just try and reduce the workload a bit and just try and stay off my phone a bit and just be present with my family because I don't see them very much. Last time I saw them was my shows and I was very preoccupied. When you come off stage, it's don't really get to see them properly because you're very overwhelmed. So anyways, without further ado, let's eat.
20 whole grams.
Honey Monster.
And then
Looks nice though.
yeah, it does actually.
Thick. Thick and juicy almond butter.
Hell yeah. Your scales do 0, don't they? Yeah, they do.
Fucking hell, you got more than me. How much cream of rice is that? Same as me. Fucking beast.
Hell yeah. Okay, cinnamon.
Cinnamon, sorry, I'm rushing you. I actually found these. Oh, yeah. I actually used some dark cherries. I thought these were raspberries and I bought them. And I bought them by accident, but I was like, fucking hell, they're actually well nice.
They are delicious.
And frozen berries. So that's 200 berries. Bro's treating me. And then I have a banana. So, last meal going down. Both got the cream of rice bowls. Oh yeah. Same amount as well. Some beast. So 100 gram of cream of rice, caramel biscuit, the best flavour going. Then I've got 10 grams of 100% Montezuma's dark chocolate on top, melted on top, and then you move it around the bowl like that so it spreads across. Then we have 200 grams of berries. I've got dark cherries and blueberries, 100 gram of banana. Then I've got the new whey protein flavour, which is chocolate caramel. Very good. I've just had a spoonful of it there as I was mixing it around. It's very much growing on me. It's coming close to salted caramel. So if you fancy something a little bit different, you've rinsed salted caramel or it's out of stock, try the chocolate caramel. And then, lastly, almond butter and cinnamon. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy this. Look what we got on. If you can see that, Love Actually. Christmas spirit.
We don't know what's going on.
No, we've been talking the whole entire time, so yapping away. Anyways, good night, guys. Thank you. Anyone who's using my code Joe10, thank you very much on Conte or Joe15 at VQ. Love you guys very much. If you are eating cream of rice right now, I'd say 70% of you are. Enjoy. And if you're on the Stairmaster, keep fucking pushing. Let's go. See you later.